Second round AYuTe Ethiopia Challenge 2023. Heifer International in collaboration with Olive Groups. In Ethiopia, more than 70% of the population relies on agriculture for their daily needs. In addition to making up 83% of the nation's export, it is a significant source of foreign money. 70% of the population in Ethiopia is under 29 years old, and more than 30% is between 15 and 29 years old. Looking at this figure, we understand that focusing on agriculture and the youth means changing the future of agriculture. Modernizing agriculture and building the youth entrepreneurs through technology does not only lift Ethiopia out of poverty, but also enriches it. Heifer International is working to end world hunger in 19 countries across 4 continents, which Ethiopia is one of. In 1944, Dan West began outlining a simple but groundbreaking plan to tackle hunger around the world. A farmer from the Midwest and Church of the Brethren member had recently returned from feeding weary refugees during volunteer service in the Spanish Civil War. He had seen firsthand that giving people food was a short-term solution, whereas providing them with animals offered a steady supply of nutritious food for an entire family. His philosophy still inspires Heifer's work today. Partnering with farmers across a range of different livestock and crops, we create unique solutions to local challenges. Together, we build inclusive, resilient economies so communities can develop effective ways to end global hunger and poverty in a sustainable way. These days, Heifer International generally provides animals to participating families through local channels in the countries they serve. They work to end hunger and poverty in partnership with the communities they serve. Their programs support entrepreneurs around the world, creating lasting change from the ground up. We have visited Heifer Ethiopia and interviewed AYuTe, country director of Heifer International in Ethiopia. This is what he briefed us about Heifer International and its objective in Ethiopia.
Heifer is an international development organization, and we have been operational for the past 75 years. Our mission is to end hunger and poverty while caring for the earth, of course in a sustainable way. We're doing this in partnership with the community we serve. Together with the community, we strive to build inclusive, resilient economies so our communities can develop effective ways to end global hunger and poverty in a sustainable way. Right now, the 4 continents, of which 9 of the countries that we are operating currently are in Africa, and Ethiopia is one.
What is AYuTe?
AYuTe stands for Agriculture, Use and Technology, and it was started as AYuTe Africa Challenge, which was initiated to support promising young Agri-Tech innovators across Africa who are using technology to reimagine farming and food production across the continent. So each year, Heifer International invests more than 1.5 million to accelerate digital agriculture entrepreneurship in Africa, which is a transformative force, and we call it AYuTe.
What the plan is for the champions, as well as what happened to last year's winners?
The winners of the AYuTe Africa Challenge in the past are really working together with Heifer, and we are working together with them to expand the innovative idea that they are having. For instance, Hello Tractor, which was one of the winners, is now contracted with Heifer and working in various countries to advance the use of tractors by smallholder farmers. In the Ethiopian context, I think the last year winners, they've received some trainings and mentorship, and also I think one of the participants of last year attended a conference organized in Rwanda, Kigali, Rwanda, and I think she had a chance to create partnerships with angel investors and also others who are in the Agri-Tech arena.
If there's a plan of increasing the number of awardees?
I wouldn't say that there is a plan to increase the number of awardees, But I think the critical thing that we are working on is to bring in private sector or government partners to join hands with Heifer and expand the scope of the AYuTe challenge. And eventually we want the private sector to lead the whole process together with the public sector as well. So yes, we want to expand our reach by bringing other interested partners, both from the private sector as well as from the public sector.
The AYuTe Africa Challenge is one of the most ambitious agricultural competitions on the continent, envisioning combining of the power of Africa youth with the many possibilities of emerging technologies to support smallholder farmers across Africa to grow their businesses and incomes through a transformative force called AYuTe. The annual AYuTe Africa Challenge awards cash grants to the most promising young agri-tech innovators across Africa. In 2022, national competitions in Ethiopia, Kenya, Nigeria, Rwanda, Senegal, and Uganda would award up to $20,000 in each country, with more to follow in 2023. AYuTe Africa Challenge is always in search of young, creative entrepreneurs who have launched promising new tech solutions to transform African agriculture for smallholder farmers. Heifer International believes that the future of Africa's agriculture hinges on creating opportunities for young African innovators to transform the agricultural landscape, catalyzing ground-up innovation from young Africans, and making agriculture a desired career for the future. The combination of increased funding, visibility, and mentorship will provide a new incentive for young, tech-oriented Africans to launch their own bold new agri-tech businesses and set their sights on joining the League of AYuTe Africa Champions. AYuTe Ethiopia Youth Competition on Agricultural Innovation is organized for the second time by Heifer International and AYuTe Groups. The whole process looks like this. An agreement was signed between Heifer International and AYuTe Groups on February 8, 2023. Together, these two organizations agreed to provide opportunities for the youth who represent the majority of the population in Ethiopia and build up, modernize, and transform the agricultural sector. AYuTe Groups is a multi-dimensional company that aspires to empower, equip, and promote organizations as well as individuals via training, full IT support, and branding. It initially started as a system development company and later extended its hemisphere to training and branding. Being a female-only owned company, AYuTe now has several youth staffs working together like a family. This diversified, multi-dimensional, and multi-generational company right now has customers from different sectors such as factories, pharmaceutical distributors, construction companies, governmental offices, hospitals, and import-export companies. As youth and technology-centered company, they stated that they are thrilled to take part in this groundbreaking initiative of Heifer International AYuTe Ethiopia Challenge. They also have stated that from the start of the initiative to now, they consider working on this task as helping the country and setting the groundwork for improvement of agriculture, which is Ethiopia's main industry. And announced the start of the competition with an official press release on May 12, 2023 at the Radisson Blu Hotel. The opening program was held in a grand atmosphere with the presence of various government representatives.
AYuTe Ethiopia Challenge ስናዘጋጅ ይህ ለሁለተኛ ጊዜ ነው። እንደተባለው ሐሳቡ ምንድነው? ወጣቶች ሆነው እርሻን ግብርናን ለማዘመን እርሻ ስንል የላይፍ ስቶክንም የክሮፕ ፕሮዳክሽንን ይመለከታል። ይህንን ሴክተር ለማዘመን ኢኖቬቲቭ አይዲያ ያላቸውን ወጣቶች ማወዳደር ብቻ ሳይሆን ያ አይዲያ መሬት ላይ ወርዶ በተለይ ስሞል ሆልደር ፋርመርስ የዛ ተጠቃሚ ሆነው ህይወታቸውን በተለያየ መንገድ መለወጥ እንዲችሉ ለማገዝ የተጀመረ ኢኒሼቲቭ ነው። ባለፈው አመት ይህን ኢኒሼቲቭ ስናዘጋጅ 3 አሸናፊ ተወዳዳሪዎችን ሸልመናል። በዚህ አመትም እንደዚሁ 3 አሸናፊዎችን እንሸልማለን። በአጠቃላይ ለዚህ ሽልማት ያዘጋጀነው የሽልማት ገንዘብ መጠን $20,000 ነው። አንደኛ ለወጣ $10,000፣ ሁለተኛ ለወጣ $6,500፣ ሶስተኛ ለወጣ ደግሞ $3,500 እንሸልማለን ማለት ነው።
Directly after the press release, an opening for the competition was announced. At the early stage of the project, several digital inputs were designed and prepared in 4 languages.
ሁለተኛው ዙር የአዩቴ ኢትዮጵያ ውድድር ተጀመረ።
ማሬ ደርገቦኒ ከለቀ ገረገራ ቀብደር
تمياش دادا داود حيث السداد يتبنشر إلا يسدنشر
كي على لا هم بربعول لانجل مورتي كي مورتيسول ملاك وبهتم ضدنا.
Various brochures, banners, and videos regarding dairy, poultry, and apiary farms, small ruminants, horticulture, and crop production were made. An AYuTe Ethiopia announcement was made on different TV channels, Ethiopia National Radio, on TikTok, and other social media platforms. Along with the advertisement process, the competition was open for 17 days, and throughout those days, a total number of 527 applicants were registered from different parts of Ethiopia. 30 finalists were selected once all applications had been reviewed and the application deadline had officially passed. These 30 finalists were then invited to a first-round pitching session, where 10 innovators were subsequently selected to attend the boot camp. The Washington Hotel hosted the first-round pitching from June 15 to June 17. This is the screening procedure. Various trainers participated in the boot camp. The competitors received training on entrepreneurial, agriculture, and technology skills throughout the competition. Each of them shared their experiences as follows. The boot camp ended on June 24 with a final pitching program in which the top 10 contestants presented their ideas in front of the judges before being narrowed down to the final 3. The 3 finalists, in the presence of state ministers, executive officials, and country directors of Heifer International, along with the judges, are then set into final competition on 24th June at the Intercontinental Hotel. Of all 521 innovators, 30 vibrant ideas were chosen, 10 of which are further screened. Now 3 finalists are left. Who is going to hit the jackpot? Let us see together.